I'm starting recording, and now we are going to go live on the Book of Face.
Live. We're live.
Live.
Facebook.
There we go. We're going live.
I wonder if my mom's watching this.
We might just start dead silence for the first 30 seconds.
She might. We like to keep the audience guessing. They're like, do they know that they're on a show yet? What is going on?
Just make weird motion.
After like 50 plus podcasts, we still have a show.
All right. Well, we are here with Vince Morgan, who forgot his shirt, but it's all right.
It's at your mom's house.
But he remembered his beer though, so he's got a lot of guys beat already.
Yeah, bunch of slackers.
Look at this. Nick's got his bike dirty in the back like he's riding it or something.
I paid my nephew to ride it, so it looked cool.
He hasn't left the garage since I last saw him, probably.
No, I drove around with it in my truck for a little bit.
That's what I do all the time. It's working out alright for me.
I'm sure in Arizona it would.
Right?
In New Jersey, they just think you're a dirtbag.
That guy stole a dirt bike.
Yeah. Exactly. So what's up? You've been doing a bunch of shows and stuff?
Yeah, just the usual. Kind of kicked off beginning of April, for us doing shows. So, yeah, been traveling a little bit. Doing shows still, my old ass.
How old are you?
What about you guys? 35 now.
You're a young pup.
I wish I fucking felt that way, I'll tell you that much.
How many have you had a bunch of bad injuries or?
No, man, I've been pretty fortunate. I mean, my left ankle's the worst one I've had. It's basically needs fused, but I'm just still running it how it is so I can shift.
Yeah.
And I try to work out and stuff, and it seems to help a little bit more every year, for sure.
Yeah. I just in the last couple of years I've had a bunch of injuries that were pretty heavy, and then they were probably 2 years in between. So then that's when I started feeling a little bit old. But definitely working out and doing stretching and yoga and stuff. It's the reason I'm not a hunchback.
Right.
Well,
no, I know.
Hold back.
Only partial.
Only partial. Hunchback.
Wine. Oh, what vintage is that?
Super exclusive.
It's probably
Circle K for $9.99.
It's probably the kid's freaking juice. He's like, shit, you gotta drink.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Transferred it into this bottle. They're not allowed to have red juice.
Oh, you're one of those crazy parents, all about no sugar and all that shit, huh?
No, he's worried about him staining stuff.
No red stains on my carpet.
Right? Dude, my kids drink wine pretty much half the time. They just grab it off the counter.
Yeah. They test it with their fingers. That, and then they drink kombucha that I let ferment too long, and sometimes they get a little fucking loopy.
They start running around the house.
They rage. How many kids you got?
Three kids, man. 6, 4, and 3 years old. Well, 7 now. He just turned 7.
Nice.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well, the fun stuff.
Yeah. He kind of can take care of himself. The other 2.
Yep. Well, I've got 7 and 4, so it's like 7. Yeah, they pretty much just they can do whatever they want, and then 4 is just hilarious.
Right.
3's still a little crazy.
Yeah, it is. He always having accidents, dude. I come in the house the other day, and first thing I see is a poop hand print on the door. I'm like, oh god, here we go, dude. Here we go. Yeah,
That's the best part. It's like you can't come up with that stuff.
Right.
The stuff
Has this kind of content ever been on the podcast?
No, we haven't had a kid's poop hands on here before.
No poop hands. But
well, there it is.
Similar type stuff. We talk dirt bikes maybe half the time.
That's being generous.
Right.
Yeah. Like, dirt bikers are notorious for ADD and not being able to stay on topic.
right off tangent all the time.
Yeah,
Story
so
of
it's
my life.
constant. Yep. We start late.
But
and
that's
then
why
just wake up.
we like it, because then we get to, if you did like 45 minutes or something like that and had a bunch of questions you want to ask, then you're only going to learn, obviously topic stuff, which is dirt bikes. And we all know that that's not what builds, brands. It's their personalities and stuff like that. So we try and, with 3 hours, you end up sitting here bullshitting and talking about all kinds of random stuff, find out random facts about people. So it's a little more fun.
Awesome. That's true.
Yeah, an hour, especially if you have questions written down, you'd never find anything cool out. Hey, what kind of bike do you ride, Vince?
Right. What color of gear do you like best?
Do you have any modifications done?
How many followers do you have?
Hey, how many? Do you have enough to be on here?
Right. Probably not.
You probably got more than us.
Shut it down.
I just think if everyone put half as much effort into actually getting out there and doing work, dude, most of these guys would be a lot more busy rather than just posting photos.
Yo, that was the whole last 6 years of my career. I was just like, how does this motherfucker got another sponsorship? He does 4 shows and posts on Instagram 20 times a week, and that's all he does. And I'm like, I rode in front of 100,000 people this week, even at circuses, what the hell?
Right? Yeah, they don't get it, dude. It's a buddy system. It's all this shit's based on.
Yeah, and they know them, and then they get to see their posts that they're doing stuff, and people are following. I mean, I guess
usually,
I guess I get it, because here's the thing, if you have followers, they're following you because they enjoy what you do, versus we're just some side act at the circus.
Right. True.
They're there for circus.
It's true. But I mean, 50,000 people, 80% of them see your post. 100,000 people, they all saw your shit.
Yeah.
I guess it's just a demographic type thing.
Yeah, for sure. Shit, the last time I rode with you, where were we? Elephant's Butte?
Yeah, New Mexico.
Yeah.
We went to those hot springs.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I need to go check that place out again. The place was sweet.
Yeah. Nick, we did this show, and then we went and found some local hot springs and stuff, and just went in there and chilled there for an afternoon.
You guys just drink some wine and chill in the hot springs?
Yeah, that's right. Got our minerals.
Remember that creepy ass dude that was meditating in there, and he just he's doing his breathing exercises. He wouldn't say a word to us, dude. He completely ignored us. He was super bummed that we came and fucking.
Yeah, exactly. He was so mad that we came in that one pool.
He was even sitting in the fucking weird yoga pose and shit. Okay, dude.
I should have zenned out with him, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm surprised you weren't sent out.
Oh, I was still riding dirt bikes for a living, It was too hardcore for that.
Right.
He was just crushing beers on his head, chugging over to the hot springs.
Yeah, it was 11 o'clock in the afternoon before the show.
Literally. That's the story of my life right there.
I think it was. We went during the day, prior to a show or something, didn't we?
Yeah, it was right before it.
That's the only time you can be still up.
Dude, we were so charged up from the earth for the show.
You were grounded.
So tapped into the energy. Should have felt it.
I guess the worst show ever. These guys aren't doing anything.
We were just jumping, doing the yoga fingers.
Just feeling the breeze, whoa, dude.
Thing is, in that part of New Mexico, that shit flies. They'd be like, yeah.
I need to go back. Never found
Was that a
any
circus or a monster truck?
It was a fair.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like a little town fair.
We were just in some gravel parking lot they had there.
Literally. Watching the wind blow.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the story of a freestyler's life. Wind.
Oh. I hate it.
I like not having to worry about wind that much anymore.
right? You walk out, it's windy. You're like, oh yeah, I don't ride anymore.
Oh yeah, who cares?
Breeze.
Oh, like feels good.
God, it's a nice breeze.
I love
Unbutton a
breeze,
couple
though.
buttons on my
Crack
shirt.
this up.
Yeah, it's a little hot. More air. Thank you. It's been 16 years going. God damn it. Wind.
Right, it just ruins your life every morning you wake up. It's windy.
Just constantly like looking at the tops of the trees because I know that's like I'd be in town and I know out where I was riding was just in the middle of a field. I'm looking at the trees just like fuck.
That's what everybody goes. It's not that bad, and I'm like, look at the top of that 40-foot tree. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, that's about how high we're gonna go. See how it's bent over? No,
Yeah,
not any
exactly.
good.
Yeah.
It's
All the
always-
experts you meet.
And then everybody goes, hey, let's just jump it once, tell them that it's too windy to ride. And I'm like, listen, asshole, once you jump it once, they're not going to understand it's too windy. Like,
Yeah, look, you just did it. You just did it.
Exactly. You didn't die. Hey, you landed on the landing. I don't get it.
Just
Right?
gotta do that 14 more times, 3 more times.
Yeah, and do backflips. That's it. I don't get it.
Dude, me and Dan did that show, and we had the ramp angled just so we would land on the landing. And the wind changed, and Dan has a little more girth than me, so he just kind of like he barely made it. He turned around to tell me, and I just went just straight off to the right side of the ramp.
Did you
And then
miss
I
the
just
whole landing?
I woke up to Dan going, "Man, don't take the ambulance. No, I'll take you there."
I got you.
Yeah,
I can hear his voice playing in my head right now.
man,
You all
what
right?
happened?
That's what after I broke my leg this last time, he's like 40 minutes from the track. After the the ambulance took so long to get there, blah blah blah. He's pulling in as the ambulance is taking me to the hospital. He's like, "You should have just waited." And I was like, "Listen."
My leg is bent back.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
ain't waiting for your redneck ass.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dan. It's the truth. So,
Yeah.
Come on, we know it.
I'm like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, you take the ambulance, you get in and out, you get in faster. They treat you like an emergency. If you go in on your own, they're like, all right, this guy made it. And then you get stuck waiting.
Well, I was pretty much like, I don't even know how I'm gonna walk into the place. You basically would have had to pick me up and carry me, so I didn't have crutches or anything.
So I could just,
That's when you backsided that.
No.
Is that when you backsided that landing? Through the
Yeah,
femur?
yeah,
Yeah.
and my shoulder.
Oh, that was ugly as fuck.
Yeah. Well, I decked it.
Am I allowed to say the F word on here?
Yeah, you
Am I
can
allowed to
say
swear on here or is
all
that
kinds of bullshit.
whatever, you can say whatever you want.
my kid's probably at home watching this. Making him proud.
No, I decked it. I gave the safety deck people's elbow from the rafters and bent it.
Oh, last jump. It's always the last jump.
Well, it's gonna be the last
Never
jump.
say one more.
Yeah. But listen, when the jump goes like that, it's definitely the last one.
Yeah, but it was for sure. Dude, that was the last jump of the last show of the last day of the whole weekend.
Well, that was my last jump for about 6 months.
Ugh,
That's how it goes.
that sucked.
All been there.
That's how it goes. What's his name? Whacker, I seen just
Oh yeah.
broke his feet or something.
Yeah, I just broke both ankles, I guess, which is a bummer, man. I had him doing work with me for the next couple months. So
Was he with you when he got hurt?
no, actually, we just did a show in Imperial, California. Super windy, like 40-mile-an-hour winds.
Uh-huh.
We survived that, and then he went home and I guess was riding at Palo or somewhere like that, and he must have stacked the backside. Is what I got from it. Not confirmed, but I guess that's what happened.
He didn't charge his bike.
First, right?
Yeah, he didn't charge it.
Yeah, he hit it too slow, but he's on that electric bike, so there's no gearing. It's
So
there's no
weird.
shifting. But I guess map 1 he said is being in first gear, and that's what he was in. So
So he ended up being in the wrong map?
That's what he
I
said.
guess.
Oh,
I guess. Yeah, on his post, he, wrong
What-
map and stacked her.
Damn, I wonder if it's that easy, like on the fly, he just hit it with his thumb or something.
Well, he said
No,
he was,
I think it's on the handlebars, like in the center where
Yeah.
the bar pad would be. You have to change it there.
Uh,
So I think that's how it goes. I think he just spaced and.
I think he said he was doing maps or something, right? In map 1.
Mm-hmm.
huh.
We had him on
Yeah.
because I was like, how do you? I mean, I guess if you just got a feel for it, you get it. But like a lot of times, it's like I know I click second and I've got this much run, and then, but timing's never been my strong suit.
Area of expertise.
Yeah.
The thing is,
I think all those like super sales I've seen were Nick, weren't they? Like,
Oh yeah, yeah. All the videos where they touch no landing at all. Yeah, that's Nick.
Well, I just thought the landing was like a finish line. I had to break through it, and I wanted to go through as fast as possible.
He posted something about
send it.
coming up short, and I was like, there he goes, that looks like me. It was a video of somebody decking it or something. I was like, Nick, you never come up short once.
I have come up short at fucking Dan's house.
Real earlier in your career, and that was it. You were like, I'm just
One
gonna
time.
walk
That's
him.
it. Fuck it.
Just one time.
It was the worst.
Every time's like never gonna happen again.
I was like, fuck landings. I'll hit them sometimes.
He's like, listen, I can land on a flat. I can't land on an uphill. So.
I would take flat over backside any day too. So whatever.
After I went
Works.
big time long, I fucking decked it when I went out because I hit some ice. I was doing it in January. And it was all
First
frame.
mistake.
My suspension didn't even like do anything. It just was frame and then chin to the bars, and then I was just shooting Z's flying through the air.
That's
I
true.
was like, alright, fuck it.
That's a good video too.
Snore.
He cases it and is just out in the air, and you can see him just limp it all the way to the base of the landing.
And then when I hit the ground, I wake up and I'm trying to stand or something, and my dad's there, and he's all like, he's freaking out. And Forberger's there, he's like, oh, he's all right. I bit my tongue, I'm all bleeding and shit.
Give him a little ice, put him back
I
on
was
the
so
bike.
depressed because like I'm like January, I'll go hit the ramp and I'll get back on the ramp and then I'll get some shows this winter after my crash, and then I was like, well, that's it. That's what just happened right there, and I was January 1st. I didn't even drink on New Year's Eve. I was like, all pumped up. I'm gonna go out there, and then it just kicked me right in the ass.
You kind of back her down after
That's
that
the problem,
one, didn't
dude. You forgot to drink.
I know. I didn't have my beer muscles on.
Gary Robertson told me once, he's like, you know, if you do something every day, why are you going to not do it the day that you ride?
Right? You're gonna throw yourself off. And then it's
You're
all uphill
throw
from
yourself
there.
off. Listen, if you drink at noon, Nick, you got, no matter if you're riding or not, you got to drink at noon.
Yeah. You assume I drink at noon.
Huh?
I said you assume I drink at noon.
I said if. You may drink earlier.
He's got Snapchat.
He does. I've seen it.
Yeah. That's for sure. What do you do for workout stuff normally?
Everything.
Like what?
Just kidding. Definitely not CrossFit.
I was gonna say I would blow my shoulders apart if I tried CrossFit at this point.
I pretty much do like powerlifting stuff. I mean, do a lot of superset, like high intensity interval training, but not CrossFit. Like superset 3 different lifts with, the same body part and try to blast things. And I don't know. I like being more looking in shape than being in shape. I'm kidding. No, I still do like power cleans and like power lifts type stuff, like squats and things like that. I guess I'm just stuck on that shit because my old man raised me that way. He's like a powerlifting coach and football coach, so I've always just done that. So I kind of stick with it. It's worked out so far for me. So why switch it up? I mean, I guess if I have a heart attack at 40, it's probably not going to be from workout. It's going to be from too much of these. Or God knows what else.
Yeah. But powerlifting or like deadlifts and stuff like that and power cleans are probably some of the best moves for overall strength, so I think that's a good platform to go off of.
Yeah, power cleans. Like a lot of dudes that they're super athletic. Like that's the lift kind of determine it off of. Like when I was in high school, like if you were planning on going and playing college football, like that was one of the main lifts they wanted to see you do to see how much you could do in person. You know, that
Right.
and 40-yard dash times kind of come like hand in hand. Explosive speed. I mean, it helps for dirt bikes, that's for sure.
So what is a power clean? Is that where you pull it up and then press it up over your head, or?
Minus the press, that'd be clean and jerk. So you just kind of from the floor, deadlift, and then continue the movement up to your chest, basically.
I'm literally like Googling that right as you guys are asking what. Yup.
I may need to
God
try.
knows what can pop up on Google.
Like right away, I'm like, Clint's an idiot. You don't press over your head when you do a power clean.
Yeah, because you just saw the friggin' thing.
You got the diagram.
I thought that's what that was, but I wasn't totally sure, so I figured I'd ask.
I guess also too, like a guide hunts in the wintertime. So I'm hiking from like 4 o'clock in the morning until, you know, all day, you know, hiking around mountains at 7, 8,000, 9,000 feet. So that's when I kind of maintain cardio shape and not gaining too much weight.
Right.
Is that's
Yeah.
brutal. I mean that probably kicks my ass worse than anything else all year for sure.
Yeah, but it's good that it's varied, you know, because now you have, I mean, you're gonna inevitably burn fat doing the powerlifting and stuff, and just having more muscle is gonna burn fat. But then it's probably good that that time of year you do something totally different, which is more low intensity endurance type of thing, you know, so it changes it up on you.
Right, exactly. You're hiking around with half an animal strapped to your back is brutal, dude. Definitely.
You gotta pack them out for them. Yes. You gotta pack
How's
them
that beer
out.
treating you?
What are you
I'm
hunting?
sure you can buy a Coke or something.
I'm drinking my last Jerk Face 9000.
You only had 4 of those last time, dude.
Yeah,
You drank 3.
I drank 2 last time.
I'm too close to the border to be drinking that shit. Got the Tecate. Yep. Light. Keep it slim.
So you do elk hunting, correct?
Mostly, yeah. Everything, but that's like the main focus. That's where the money's at, I guess you could say.
Nice.
Kind of like, it's like the demo of hunting.
Everybody wants to go.
We
elk
do
hunting.
probably 20 hunts a year. Yeah, a lot of sell hunt at the East Coast and in Vegas, do trade shows there, and sell hunts on private land. We do public too, a lot of public stuff in Arizona. You know, we kill probably 100 elk, I would say, a year out in both camps. So, you know, it's a lot of hunting for sure.
Nice. I actually have a cousin that does the same thing in
Really?
Colorado. He does guide hunts.
Nice.
So is that what you're
Yeah,
doing?
Colorado's a lot more volume in Colorado, a little less trophy quality. Like if people want to kill like big stuff, they come to New Mexico or Arizona.
Ooh, in your
Nevada,
face,
too. Nevada's just a little
Colorado.
harder to obtain. What's that?
In your face, Colorado.
Yeah. Where's Colorado?
Where you at, Colorado? What's up?
No, I didn't mean it that way, but Colorado just managed their wildlife terribly. Like they were more about volume and quality, and it's definitely shown, you know, over the years. Unfortunately, Arizona and New Mexico are following suit, so before long it's gonna be blown out here too.
And you're gonna.
It's like when you find a cool riding spot and you shred it, and everyone finds out about it and blows it out. Same shit.
Now the quads are coming.
Yep, here comes someone on their quad. Fuck.
So that's guided tours or hunts or whatever you do. How does that work?
Yeah, so people book a hunt with an outfitter that I work for. So he has a lodge and shit in New Mexico. So just a massive camp with cabins everywhere, and you know, a big main lodge where everyone hangs out, drinks beer, and bullshits. And then you know we take these people, wake up in the morning, jump in the truck, and go hunt within 50-mile radius of that camp.
Nice.
So
That's pretty cool.
yeah, we come back every night, and it is, dude. It's a fun job. It's comparable with dirt bikes for sure, even on the adrenaline level. You know, we do a lot of cool hunts. Yeah.
Nice. How long you guys always go back to camp, right? So you're gonna just have to pack the meat out to the truck, which are probably
Yeah.
still a
Sometimes
couple.
it's brutal. Sometimes it takes a day or two, or we got to roll back to camp and get horses to pack it out.
Right.
We do a lot of horseback stuff too,
That's
especially
sick.
in Arizona. Yeah, try to get away from the crowds on horses and deep canyons, in wilderness areas. That stuff's brutal. Sleeping on the ground on rocks in the middle of nowhere. That sucks.
So you do camp out once you're out too?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. If we get away from the truck and can't pull it off, we'll be camping.
Awesome. So, what do you have with you? Like a little bag or something, or like
Yeah, a
sleeping bag?
bag. If we're planning on that, we carry a pack. With food and dehydrated food. You just pull water out of the creek or whatever and sterilize it. Cook food with that and sleep on the ground. Get up in the morning and hopefully get it done. Sometimes we'll set up spike camps with big tents and things like that, but people pay a ton of money to hunt. They really don't want to do that. They want to hand it to them on a plate. So we try to make it as easy as possible. And
Right.
that's a rarity that we actually do that kind of stuff.
Sweet.
You're like the Sherpas that help people climb Everest.
Basically, except not, except not as short. Well, close.
You're like the shaman that guide people through their ayahuasca trip.
I can't mention it, but that may or may not have happened a few times.
I need to do this hunt.
Yeah. People like to party when they get in the wilderness, dude. I mean, it happens.
Dude.
But ayahuasca, I don't think that's happened yet.
Oh.
That's a good idea. I'm going to keep that in mind.
I heard that I've heard that mushrooms are best in the woods.
That can be confirmed.
There's nothing better pretending you're
especially
at home.
Especially on like free ride trips. When you got gasoline available and fireworks.
No, I like to get out in the woods during the day and just be like, I'm a fucking gnome.
Awesome.
Dude, the one time there was this rock that was like leaning on another, and you could go inside it, and there was stuff spray painted in there, and then there was all this green moss out front, and I'm like, this is the bedroom, and the green moss is the living room, and that's our carpet and stuff. And then our friends built this fire, and then we were only like, it's New Jersey, so we're only like, I don't know, 150 yards off of a highway, and they got flames like
deep.
Yeah, they got like on the side of a hill, and the highway was down, so they could definitely see. And there's just flames like 20 feet high going, and I'm like, hey, what are you guys doing? And they're like, they just continue to stack wood on it and stack wood on it. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, here comes the highway patrol and the fucking fire department.
I'm like, just settle down. You don't need it any bigger. Like, what are you guys trying to accomplish here? And so then they start throwing stuff on it to try and put it out, and then it ended with them pulling our carpet up and jamming it into the fire, and I was very upset with that.
Which all probably just lit up anyways.
Oh,
Nice
no,
color.
it didn't. It was all like nice and green and dark, and then the dirt underneath it was really nice brown, and then the smoke was just rolling out from.
So you guys were tripping hard. Look at the smoke. It's talking to me.
I sat there for probably 45 minutes and watched smoke.
Right?
Oh,
Kind of reminds me like when people ask you like at shows or competitions, whatever it may be that you're riding at, like, how do you guys do what you do? I want to be like, do you want to know the truth? I do want to know the truth. Are you crazy? Yeah, but it's more driven by experiences I've had.
Oh, shit.
At least back in the day. Now it's all serious.
Yeah, I know.
Corporate.
Shit's too gnarly.
Right. It's getting ridiculous, man.
And promoters don't
saw
want...
it coming, that's for sure.
Yeah. Promoters don't want that, I mean, I guess the image would be fine as long as people didn't wreck hotel rooms and stuff. Like, people screwed us very early on by wrecking hotel rooms, and then they're like, sorry, we don't get you rooms anymore. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Your van.
I was trying to bring that up. So with rooms, you guys are gonna cover. They're like, oh no. I'm
No.
like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
never works.
They're like, we don't want our name on that.
Right. All you gotta do is put your credit card down. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. I've never wrecked a hotel room. We flipped all the mattresses over on people and put all their stuff in the bathroom and stuff like that. But I've never smashed walls in or anything.
Me either. But I've hired guys that have.
Yeah. I've been in circumference of stuff.
Yeah. I had everyone one time smoked some hotel and could. The promoter's brother owned. They broke all the glass in the rooms.
Oh man.
Pissed in the freaking fountain right in front of him and his kids. Like really? What did you guys drink or do to get that inebriated that you seriously couldn't control yourself at the hotel?
Dude.
You get so excited in a hotel. It's like you're pumped up. It's in a house.
He's like, there's maids and towels already folded in here.
Yeah. Bad thing is, they're like the top corporate good guy riders,
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they get away with more stuff.
No grunts.
Yeah.
I should have been like, hey, can you send me the footage of that? It's come in handy.
Yeah.
Someday, blackmail status.
Yeah, somebody we all know apparently got really drunk and was peeing in between the two beds, and my other friend woke up to water on the floor in between or actually his girlfriend was there, and she's like, hey, wake up, he's peeing. So he wakes up and they're standing right in between the beds right in front of him just peeing on the dresser there or whatever. So he goes, hey, you're naked peeing. So he goes outside of the hotel room, walks outside into the hallway, totally butt naked. And then my other friend pops out in the hallway and is like, hey, you're out here naked. What are you doing? He said the promoter and a bunch of other people were right down the hallway. And he had blocked himself out of the room. So then the other person got up and put the thing in the door and had to go out and escort him back in there. And I'm like, Jesus.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Pretty sure he pissed on someone's feet too, all drunk one night.
Probably.
In his sleep, just walked over, peed on their feet, and then just went back to bed like nothing happened.
That's probably.
What I want to know is who hasn't peed in a hotel room outside of the toilet?
I don't think I have.
Standard.
I don't think I have.
Yeah.
Of course, people tell me shit all the time. I'm like, that never happened. I have no recollection of that.
Exactly. That's how you know. You got to remind
Not
you.
so much nowadays, but 10 years ago, and then before that. God, that sounds terrible. How old am I? Fuck, that's how it was.
Yeah.
Things are definitely more mellow these days.
Yeah, it's good though, because it's funny when you're really young, you can do that and function, and then as you get older, it's 2 days I can't even think afterwards. I'm like, what was I supposed to do?
Yeah, too many responsibilities nowadays for that.
Yeah, but I think that your mind can't even hone in on. Maybe you just didn't care when you were younger, so you're like, oh, what's a responsibility? But now,
you definitely blow stuff off easier when you're younger.
Yeah, but now.
Fuck it, I'll just be late. I don't care what people think. And now it's you just can't. I mean, besides kids, even just work, you can't be that asshole. Fucking.
I know.
You gotta let the new guy do it. The young guy.
It's damn, I've got a mortgage now.
Yeah.
You just told me I was gonna have a mortgage 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's where did this extra money come from to pay for a house? I had no money.
No kidding.
Well, just now you have to do stuff.
Yeah, you gotta be put in a position. We're trashing hotel rooms.
Never.
No, because our
Never
cards
do
are
that.
on them.
What's that?
I said no, because our cards are on them.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, some of the best hotels I've trashed were like on my card, like for my birthday. We trashed Congress Hotel in Chicago twice. Never built anything. And like,
Really?
everybody was just the windows only open like a couple inches because they didn't want people jumping out. It was right over like Michigan Avenue or Lakeshore, no, Michigan Avenue, and we like would break everything to get it out the window. With coffee pots. Like they said, let's pull up. They're like, I booked it for 2 people or whatever because I do it online, and they're like, "Is it all you guys?" And I'm like, yeah. Like I was nervous they're gonna like kick us out. They're like, all right, how about you want a corner? You want 2 rooms joined for the same price? I'm like, yeah. We get there, it's like in the corner of the building. It's got black and white TVs, and I don't think it's like they ever checked them because I never got billed for it.
That's the only time that's ever worked out, showing up with more people.
I know. Like,
right?
You want more rooms for the same price? Like, okay.
We would love to hand you more.
Yeah.
But like that's more stuff we're gonna break. We did it 2 years in a row. We did it for my birthday and Machine's birthday. And stuff was
Machine. Dude. That guy. Holy shit! Did you just say that?
You know Machine?
Beer for this one. Only from when you guys showed up at Palo. I just remember thinking, what the fuck is going on right now? What are they on? Because I need some of that.
I got blamed for him the whole weekend.
Well,
you got blamed for that?
Yeah.
Nobody
it was like your boy over here, and I'm like, dude, I met him like once. Give me a break.
Clint paid Machine to show up.
Yeah. I'm like
wear
the other
high heel
guys.
boots and like a mask, like a bondage mask.
I'm like the other guy's my friend. He brought him. I swear.
He's not even my friend. I don't even know that guy.
He's an acquaintance only.
Oh gosh.
He's an acquaintance that drove with us 15 hours to get here.
Yeah, it was me, Ben, and Rossi crammed in a Super Duty for 40 hours or whatever it took to get there.
I was gonna say, it seems like longer than 15 from your guys' neck of the woods.
Oh, it was that was a haul.
We don't want to talk about what it is from here.
Right.
I'm gonna Google it.
So where are you at now? You still in Arizona?
Oh yeah, down in Phoenix area. We're down here most of the year. Other half is spent in camp in New Mexico, middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So middle of everything to the middle of nowhere. Helps even shit out, I guess.
Yeah, mix it up.
Yeah, it definitely makes riding not as monotonous. And then riding makes hunting not as monotonous because they're both fucking demanding jobs,
Yeah.
But kick-ass jobs nonetheless. What's that?
So just when you're about burnt out on one, you can swap it up and.
Exactly, man. It keeps me sane. That's why I'm still able to be in it and not burn out,
Yeah.
It's 40 hours from here, so.
So how did it take you 40 hours? I must have got super lost.
Yeah, you had the machine in your truck.
Right.
You know what the funny part about that trip is? We made that trip with 5 people, and only 3 of them had driver's licenses. Everybody
just happened. Here we go. Keep jacking this thing up. Sorry.
Stop jacking it.
Yep. Phone life in it. I'm trying to prop it up so I don't have to sit here and hold it.
Honestly, phones are better than most fucking webcams.
Yeah.
Right. So is that what you're doing now for a living, Nick? The webcam shows or what? Tell us about
I got a job. Same job.
I mean, that's a job, dude. It's a job. I mean.
Yeah, don't slight them, webcam workers, Nick. Jeez.
Sorry.
They're providing
Right? People will be
service.
freaking sued for discrimination nowadays.
Yeah, me too. The webcam dudes, me too. We've tired of getting harassed.
Yeah, bike in the background, doing freaking tricks, dressed up like Machine. Minus pants.
We should trick as the Machine.
Dude, so somebody that he didn't ride, but this is gonna be a very vague story. So anyway, somebody I know that rode for a little while, he brought somebody with him to a show, and the 2 of them we're in the hotel room and they got their pistols. I think we're in Florida. And we're in this hotel room and they both pull out pistols and they're cleaning their pistols and stuff. And I'm like, they're both from New Jersey, but they lived in Florida.
Shock.
Yeah. So anyway, that's not even where I'm going with it. I was going through, I was on Instagram and you know how it like suggests people? It suggested somebody and I was like looking and I was like, it looked like this dude but dressed up like a chick and I'm going, what the hell is this? And I click on it and it's sure enough, it's this dude is doing cam shows now as like a transvestite or something.
What? No way.
Yeah.
Someone that rode?
No, he didn't ride. He was friends with somebody that rode. I wish it was somebody that rode. It would be a better story. But it was still like, I sent Moto Pimp.
Damn.
Moto Pimp knows him. I was like, yo, what is going on with your boy here? And he said he started doing cam shows and then he's like, oh, the money's in transvestite cam shows. So he's just like, screw it and switched over.
Dressed up like Twisted Sister.
Yeah.
Just freaking pocket pulling away.
Dude,
Wow.
I was like,
Getting paid the big bucks.
I was like, this is creepy.
Wow.
That's capitalism 101 right there.
Yeah, that's going gay for pay, real. That's not just riding quads.
Right? Gay for pay.
That's what,
Hey, some people will do anything for money, man.
yeah, that's what we always said when people that rode dirt bikes when they switched over to quads because they made more money. We're like, you went gay for pay.
Yeah, gay for pay. Dude, I remember that.
Cody Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh totally went gay for pay.
Gay for paying it is, I'm pretty sure, isn't he?
Who?
Kavanaugh's still gay for pay.
Yeah.
And Elkins, right?
I think so, yeah. And Elkins was the original.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not shocked by him. I'm shocked by Kavanaugh, though.
Yeah. You know, Kavanaugh, if Kavanaugh makes it through the first 5 minutes of practice, he's golden. But I've seen him more than on one occasion, just first 5 minutes grenade himself, and then you're like, dude, we're not even warm yet. But he'd like, he'd make it through practice, and then in the show he'd start throwing shit you've never seen him do, and you're like, who are you?
He's a gamer, dude. He's a grower, not a shower.
Yeah, for sure.
Or wait, shower, not a grower, something like
No,
that.
you're right. He's a grower, not a shower. Yeah.
Whichever one works.
When it's showtime, Cody's throwing down. He just needs to make it through the first 5 minutes of practice.
Practice is good, fucking golden.
Gold, exactly.
You know quads are gay for pay when they've gone everywhere, including like downhill skateboarding on X Games, but they've still never thrown quads.
No quads.
I think
still no quads.
Yo, they even had the Getters go and ride demos at it or something, I think last year. You know what I think the real problem is there's not that many guys really throwing down super hard on quads.
Right, except
I
those
feel like
guys.
if Deegan or Jackson Strong were on quads, they would be at the X Games.
Yeah,
Right.
maybe.
Well,
Metal Militia needs
you
a
may
quad
see those guys
rider.
switch it up. Right. I don't know. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen.
They've never paid a quad rider, have they?
They had that trike
And
rider.
never-
That
Truck driver?
No, trike. Three-wheeler rider. That dude that
Trike rider.
just
Damn.
recently that was jumping that ATC, no suspension. The guy
That was
jumped,
Moto Pimps. That was a
no, it wasn't. The guy that jumped the Harley and overjumped the shit out of the landing and blew himself off it.
Oh yeah, he's like a member of Lincogle's band or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Just grenaded himself on that freaking Harley.
There's footage of him sending it on some
That was-
ATC three-wheeler too.
Dude, that guy sends shit.
I feel like he
Okay,
hasn't been
hang
hurt
out
that
with-
bad yet.
But I don't like to do crazy, stupid shit like that, but I like to watch it. That's
Because
for
you've
sure.
been hurt. It's what happens. After you get hurt, you go,
Right.
I don't know that I need to jump that no suspension three-wheeler.
Right? Shit, I'm freaking.
Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to entertain the people.
Somebody's
Right?
got to
Someone's
do
got to
it.
get those posts, get those likes.
That's right. Hey.
You survive on likes.
That's why.
Teach their own.
Listen, I was around, but that's why I was never on Nitro Circus, because I was like, Travis, I'm not trying that. I'm not stupid.
You're
Right.
serious.
He
Just sit on this big wheel, dude, and flip it over that 70-foot gap and be cool. Yeah, I'm sure I will.
He had this big step up in his backyard that eventually Hubert fixed, and it was fun, but it was like 100 feet peaky. The takeoff, there was a step up like double, and the face of it had to have been 25 feet tall, and the landing had to have been like, I don't even know, 45, 50 feet tall. And then the downside of it was like 70 feet tall into like a little ravine thing. And he's like, hey, jump it. And I go, have you jumped that? And he goes, no. And I was like, wait, if Travis Pastrana has not jumped that thing, what the hell makes you think that I'm going to go and jump it? And he's like, no, man.
I want to get on the video.
Yeah, I was like, I don't care.
Fuck the video, bro. I like my legs.
Yeah, exactly. I like being able to
No
walk.
Lieutenant Dan for me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's where they did that steel ramp step up with the airbag on top, right? Yeah, how they have it set up now. Because I've been out there and seen that when Paris was doing that double front flip shit. We went out there and yeah, it's intimidating looking as fuck. It has to be where it is. It's not that big of a property, you know.
It's just in where say you're riding back on the main trail. Is it to the left or to the right?
If you're riding back on the main trail, it kind of opens up into that FMX course. You got
Yeah.
like some ramps at 75,
Uh-huh.
and it's to the right of that, in between like some big ass tall trees up a hill.
If you turned right, like so, if you were riding in, if the FMX course was on your right, it would have been right before the FMX course. Like
Yeah, to the right.
At
Yep.
you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
that.
Yeah, when he originally built it. No, so that's you saw it when it was like tabled out. It was like a step up table thing. Yeah. Travis, that's Hubert rebuilt it like that. Before that, it was just a clear cut double step up thing that Travis had made that was even longer and taller. And I was like, fuck you, dude, I'm not jumping that thing.
Holy shit.
It was so gnarly. I'm like, dude,
It's like
there's
some
no
video
way.
game shit.
And the landing was so steep, if you had cased it, there was probably 8 foot of safety. Figure the thing is 100 foot long. There's like 8 foot of safety maybe, and the downside of it is like 70 degrees, and it's like 70 feet long. I'm like, dude, you're gonna if you case that, you're gonna tumble forever before you hit the bottom of it.
Yeah.
I'm
Fuck
like,
all that.
yeah,
They have it all shaved off now.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore.
No, we rode it after that. It was fun. It was like 90 foot, third gear, like a ramp kind of roll into it.
Mm-hmm.
Give her the berries in third, like fucking 40 feet before it. You're all right.
Yep. I recall it now.
Nick, do you remember that jump?
Yeah, fourth gear taps just out of the woods.
To the bottom.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
No,
No, I've never fucking been there. And that's how I would have done it.
That's how I would. I'm pretty confident that's how I would have done it.
We went for third. Give her the berries on the face. Cool, got it. To the moon.
Dude, we were out there riding one time at his place, and there was a ramp. There was one at like whatever 70 something, then there was one at like 60, I think. And we're riding around, hitting the ramp, and I'm start coming back, and I see Travis on his DR 400 hauling balls out of the woods. And fucking, it's got to be like third or fourth gear just wrapped, and he hits like a 60-foot ramp on it and does a huge knack, and then he's got like just tennis shoes on and a helmet. And he lands and he just comes around and parks and just starts watching everybody. That was the only thing he did. And I'm just like, that was...
That's the only thing he needed to do.
I was like, that was way cooler than anything anybody else had done all day. Thank you.
Right. Everybody should just quit in protest to that move right there, just punking everybody out.
Yeah, from the woods.
Right.
No,
You're not topping that today. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Park my bike.
I think he drove directly from the house and just was pinned the whole way and just came pinned the rest of the way off the ramp, knack, stop. That was just
He's a fucking animal.
that was just all one time line there.
Fucking epic.
He's like, I think he's just another level of like how fast his brain works or something. Cause he does stuff and he doesn't even think about it, and he's like, I'm sure I've told this before, but he was trying that 720 thing. This is when I'm learning to flip, you know. So what are we, friggin' 14 years ago or something? He's trying that thing,
Yeah.
and he's tried it like 3 times in a row, and he's just so mad that he hasn't landed it yet. You know, he's just like, why can't I get this? And I'm like, cause it's impossible, dude. Let's fucking be
Right.
realistic. I don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Dude, that stuff, those guys with the innovation of things like that trick, or freaking double fronts or double backs or triple back, whatever. It's just fucking crazy. Seemed like it peaked out, 5 years ago, and then fucking since then it's been kind of silent. I don't know.
Well, I mean, and I think now
Thank God.
Travis bringing those other ramps in. When are you gonna build a
Yeah.
jumbo ramp or whatever the hell they're called?
You know what's crazy?
Fucking
though?
never, dude.
People thought,
Never.
They thought it peaked out, but Pastrana's been in it the whole time.
Yeah,
And
waiting,
doing
innovating, doing shit. I think you guys saw that pivot ramp. You guys have seen that, right?
What do you
Like
mean?
pivots at the top for front flip shit.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, fucking that was Paris's idea, Paris Rosen's.
Really?
Yeah, we drank like a 30-pack of beer at my house one day and fucking strapped some steel onto a super kicker ramp that we already had and developed that thing, dude. By 4 o'clock, he was doing double fronts at like 45 feet.
Damn.
Really?
Thanks to Tecate. Ramp came into fruition. Yeah, I guess they were trying to. People like saw the video on YouTube. We posted it, and then they were like, "Damn, I'm trying to figure out how to build that ramp because it's not in the frame. It's out of the frame." So
Really?
Toronto was like, "Hey, how much do you guys want for that ramp?" So we basically loaded it up, shipped it out there to his place, and then Paris went out there and tried to double front and ate shit. And but they continued to use that to do like front flip tricks and shit like that. But I don't think anyone's landed a double front, since Bruce Cook went for it
Yeah.
off of that thing. At least not that I've seen. Kind of out of the loop. I don't follow shit much, but yeah, that thing was fucking sketchy.
Yeah, double front flip. Like, how do you're just committed and you just hope it goes well. There's no, like, I don't know if you really slow it down or even know to slow it down,
No, you just go for it. It's all off the ramp. Whatever happens up to that point is, all up to what just happened off that ramp. There's no changing any factors.
I'm sure a little bit maybe you can, like opening up and slowing it down. But I mean, I don't think in a double, you're really.
But how do you notice
trying to
where you're
slow
at
anything
in
down.
rotation?
Well, here's the thing. I'm sure that you can feel it. It's like I did only a couple on a mini bike, a double flip, regular, but I could still feel where I was. So I'm sure to an extent you can feel it.
Yeah.
It's probably, I just feel like, I mean, I guess, like I said, I guess you could open up. You can't ball any harder, so you can't really speed it up. You can't give it any gas. Like, you definitely have
Yeah,
less
it's pretty much stuck where it is, where when you leave the ramp, for sure.
So Clint agrees. You can't change it. You just
No, I think you can a little bit. I'm sure.
So the moral of the story is,
I'm sure that you can a little bit, but you don't have the control you do of a backflip.
no, not even close. Even just a front flip, a regular one. From what he had said or what I'd seen when he'd do them at the house and shit, you hook it off the ramp, you're at the mercy of it, pretty much.
Right.
Like, because the way you're tucked, you're not really like, it's not like looking. At least, I mean, I've not done either, so.
Well, the thing is to backflip. Okay, so let's take I've always told people that it takes more body force to get your bike to level to like go from a pointed up to pointed down to match the landing than it does to lean back and tug on your bars and get it to complete a flip. Like, as you're going up the ramp, if you rock your weight back and just tug on your bars a little bit with the gas on, it already wants to loop out. Like, your bike with the gas on already wants to loop out. So you're fighting that. So
It's like a mental thing, though, right?
well, it's just scary. It's the hardest easy trick. The trick
Would you
itself,
say scary mentally?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
scary physically too.
the easiest physical trick,
Yeah,
hardest mental, maybe.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like,
Do you remember your mindset when you were like turning the corner to do the first one ever to dirt? Like just fuck
terrified.
you.
The
Yeah,
first
same.
one I ever did to dirt was following in Georgia, and I had a little, like a 6-foot ramp into a landing, and then you would land, and then you would hit the regular ramp. And I had Brody was flipping at the time, so I had Brody in front of me, and I spaced it out so that he was hitting the second ramp as I was in the air from the first one, so I could watch him. So he would flip every third hit. So I would watch him in the air, and when he pulled, I would get that feeling. I would see it and automatically get that feeling, and then land, and then try to get myself to flip. Finally, after a couple, he did it, and I like just felt the feeling. And as I came off the ramp, I ripped it, and I pretty much blacked out the whole time in the air. I like as I was pulling, I could feel everything going, but I was like didn't see anything. And I clipped in right before I landed. It was like ground, land, ah! And it wasn't even on purpose. I just started screaming like a madman. And I look over and I can just see Brody through his helmet just laughing his ass off because I'm just like friggin' going crazy.
Yeah, fucking stoked, man. Yeah. I lived.
Yeah, exactly.
But God, that was easier than I expected.
So then I just kept following him, flipping every time he would flip.
Fucking awesome.
But that was a better way for me, like having that to see as I'm going at the ramp, so that way if you watch something like that, you inevitably learn stuff from watching videos or anything. So having it in person right there to go, that's what I'm doing, like a split second before I do it.
Yeah. Well, look at
Dude.
Mets. When Mets flipped those 2 jumps at Gravity Games or whatever, that put it in everybody's head. Like this is, like he flipped the dirt to dirt or whatever it was.
Those X Games.
X Games, whatever. But like Kerry Hart's flip was cool, but it was a different setup. Once Mets did it over a gap, I think everybody was just okay, and then it just exploded.
Yeah, this is consistent. Yeah. Well, when he blasted 75 right after, that was a sin. But okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's going foam pit status, and here we go.
Think about this.
A can of worms.
First off, flipping long like that is way more controllable than flipping super kickers and stuff. Because you have the forward
100%.
momentum for some reason, makes it easier to like speed it up and slow it down. But think about this. The very first second gear normal gap flip, or it was at 80, the first second gear flip was 85 foot dirt to dirt in a rhythm section. Does anybody realize how gnarly that is? Like,
Yeah. Dude, that's because Mets is a different animal.
I was talking to him. I happened to do one of those Boost Mobile tours the week before.
Kill me.
And he's like, I'm gonna do. Sorry. He goes, I'm gonna do a flip, like a full gap flip or something at X Games. And I'm like, you think you can do that? And his exact response is, I know I can. And I was like, oh shit. But that was the first time I realized.
Fuck.
Yeah. I was like, sorry, but it made me realize like the mentality difference of guys like that. And it was just like, do I think I can? I know I can.
Yeah, when you said, "Do you think you can?" You were a threat.
I was really intrigued. I was like, "You think you can do that?" And he's like, "I know I can." I'm like, "All right."
He's like, "Fuck you."
Yeah. So I knew it. So watching X
All right,
Games,
buddy. You send it then.
Yeah, he did. Fuck. Give him credit for sure. First
dude's
time,
a fucking animal, man.
land off, bowl into the next one, second gear, shift in the air. Dirt to dirt, like 85 feet, like that is super gnarly. Everybody went to ramps.
Dude,
and most people didn't even flip dirt hits in their life, or have only flipped a couple. I've flipped one dirt
and dirt's
hit.
a whole nother pull, dude.
I flipped one dirt hit, and it was my own house, and I had shaped the thing just like a ramp, and it was like 73 feet. It was super close to a ramp, and I still had to gas the shit out of it through the face versus a ramp and pull really hard. You know, it was
Really?
totally, yeah, because once you get into the face and you lean back like that, that amount of traction makes it want to flip on you. But if you're in a dirt face, even a nice packed one, like it was probably not like it was good. It wasn't like maybe a little blue groove or something, but man, I could still wrap the throttle out and pull really hard in order, and I would just grease it.
I never knew that. I'll remember that for next time.
Next time you go to
For next
do your
time.
dirt flip,
Next time I'm at the local track and I'm showing off.
Gonna give her a tug.
Well, then I get her double tug.
yeah, if you're at the local track with as mellow as that is, you better pull as physically hard as possible.
Dude,
with the
remember
throttle
this guy trying to
completely
flip the
tapped.
finish line at Daytona? And wadded it up.
Yeah,
You remember that?
yeah, because that's another bad idea to try to.
That's not that big of a jump.
Yeah, I know. Listen, don't compare any. Like we already went over this. That guy flipped. That guy flipped like 20 Jersey berries in a row.
Yeah.
So just settle down. He also flipped a 500cc over the damn finish line at Rebel Straight Rhythm.
That was awesome.
All right.
Right?
Flat.
Holy shit, dude.
After
That
the
guy
whole
doesn't give
straight
a
rhythm
fuck.
of fucking arm pump.
Exactly. He just charged for whatever 40 seconds and then pulled this flip to flat. He's a madman.
Alright, I gotta take my first piss break.
This
Probably my only.
This guy, he has a baby's
No, he's
bladder.
back here chugging vodka, dude.
Dude, you need to get you're getting old, dude. You get your prostate checked.
He has maybe
Prostate. Drinking for hours.
He's been
Oh, he put up
premiuming
the
for
cover. I was
hours
like,
for
is he
this.
going right there? Shit. Dude.
Yeah. He's got a
He's
bottle.
got a piss can.
Yeah, exactly.
He's dedicated as fuck.
He just puts that up, blocks it, and pees in his bottle.
Fucking awesome.
So who's gonna replace Whacker?
That's a good question, man. Caught you up, dude. Fucking load up that
No.
YZ.
Yeah, I'm out. I would ride a 4-stroke now though. You never rode with me on the 450.
No,
I
No, you're
bought,
still in the YZ.
I got McNarl's old 450, and
Oh, you bought his Honda?
yeah, and people kept going. We bought both of them, and I took one of them, and then people kept going. Oh, that's McNarl's bike? Yeah, he had all kind of problems with that one, and I was like, hey, shut the fuck up. I don't want to.
Really?
I don't want to hear
I think
about
people
it.
are just giving you shit, dude. I don't think you had any problems with
Maybe,
people's bikes,
that's
to be
good.
honest.
That's why I was like, shut
People
up. I
just-
don't want to hear
People
it.
just like to talk shit.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to. I don't even want to hear it. Motor or anything. I don't want to know. You're gonna get in my head, and then I'm gonna have an extra thing to be freaking tripped
Yeah,
out about.
thinking about that shit all the time.
Dude, I flipped that 450 into the pit, into Fitz's pit twice in October, and then committed to flipping a bunch of shows in January or February.
Yeah. So you committed first, and then
No. I did 2 into the pit, and then but that was in October. And then the shows started, I think, the end of January, and I committed to doing them in like November or something. And then the promoter kept going, Brian, he keeps going, are you gonna flip these? And I was like, yeah. Have you even flipped a 450? And I was like, no. And he's like, okay. So then I went there to the show and I did practice. And he's like, we finished practice, I got to take my helmet off, and he goes, you're not gonna flip it in practice? And I was like, nah. And he goes, really? And I'm like, nah, I mean, listen.
Yeah, it's gonna ruin the show.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm pretty confident I'm gonna pull it, but if I don't, geez, I at least want to be in the show, you know? Like, so
Yeah, exactly.
I came in right before autographs, and he goes, hey, can you fill out your emergency information? And I'm like, seriously, right now? Like, I've ridden for you for like 12 years, you're gonna make me fill out emergency?
This is the time you bust me.
Yeah, this is right now. So then I start tripping out, like, am I fucking up? Am I about to be like, I'm about to just crash my dick off, aren't I? And then it didn't. Pulled her right around. It was good.
See, keep the faith, Clint.
Just
Keep the
dude,
faith.
I turned the corner.
It's all
of the
mental,
show.
dude.
Yeah, I turned the corner of the show and shut off. I was just like, all right, here we go.
That's how it's fucking done, man. Shit. I don't practice at all anymore, so that's how every show is.
Yeah, no, believe me, the
I
last
practiced literally twice in the past 2 years. I'm not even kidding.
dude,
Like,
the last 4 or 5 years of my career was like that. I'd come home and ride
Yeah.
tracks or whatever, and then just go to. The people are like, you practice on ramps? I'm like, yeah, like for like 15 minutes before we do the show, and then we go into the show.
dude, right? Yeah, same boat, man.
I know if I
Seems to be working out all right, though.
if I can jump it, I can do tricks on it.
Exactly. Tricks are the easy part.
Yeah, exactly. It's just getting over the damn jump the first
Dude.
time.
Amen to that, man. That's how it is for everyone, it seems to be.
That was always my biggest. I was like a head case, so I'm like second guessing. Like I feel like I'm good at timing, but I was bad at being confident in my timing. Like I would run it
Yeah.
shit forever
Yeah.
and then grease it, and it's like, why didn't I do that fucking 10 minutes ago? That would have been a lot
Right,
less
dude.
stressful.
I don't even. Nowadays, I do like one test run. I'm like, it's not going to get any better than that one.
Yeah.
Usually works out for me, seems to be. I don't overjump, underjump shit anymore. Thank God to just going for it, man.
Yeah.
It's the way to
Well,
be.
and anytime I ever tried to be perfect, I would deck the shit out of it.
Exactly.
If I was ever like, I don't want to go long on this one, I'm like, short as fuck.
Yeah, you just got to go for it, dude. That's the way it is with anything. Any kind of jumps, dunes, fucking dirt, ramps, whatever. Thinking too hard makes life hard.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I heard that choices ruin things. Like, if you go to a restaurant and they have too big of a menu, it's like, you gotta cipher through all this shit. Where if they got like 5 things, it's like, hey, I'll have the steak.
Right?
Cool. Settle.
Yeah, it's the truth, man. Same here. I can't deal with those long menus or too many life choices.
Yeah.
One way or the other is good for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that's almost proven just for people in general. Like, it's better to not have an overabundance of options.
Dude, that's the fucking truth. It's like riders nowadays, dude. So many guys have fallen off the map. It's like guy A or guy B used to be like, fuck, I need a flipper. Put him one message out and you get 30 responses. Now, dude, it's slim, man.
Yeah.
Things are dying off. Doesn't seem like there's very many up and comers coming into this.
Yeah. There's not. I mean, that's the
Field.
interesting thing. Like, when I was doing the amateur contests, they were. Everybody's like, hey, what's it pay? And I'm like, hey, it's an amateur contest, buddy. Like, what do you mean, what does it pay?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, and that's what everybody's deal was, that they were like, I'm gonna start making money here. And that wasn't the deal of the contest, really. It was like to get some experience and meet people. And then that's where the
Meet
residual
comics.
came from, is knowing people that, like Nick, that's where we met Nick, and that's where we met a bunch of people, was from doing those contests, and then we put them into shows. But
Yeah, exactly.
but they wanted the reward up front, you know what I mean, a guarantee. And since there was no guarantee, that whole scene even died off.
Oh yeah, it's nowadays it's even worse, man. Kids nowadays, like even 10 years later, the whole dynamic has changed of the mentality of kids, dude. They
Yeah.
show up like, oh yeah, I hit the ramp. Do I get paid full pay? Like, oh dude, I'm gonna put you in a show until you can at least do a few tricks. It's,
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish there was a lot better of an up and comer scene into this stuff. And shoot, dude, all the guys I'm still using in shows are all the guys that we still dealt with 10 years ago before
Yeah.
any newcomers came in. It's like there was a whole set of newcoming dudes, up and comer dudes came in, and they all went out together. And now it's like still the same guys
Yeah.
are in shows, man.
No, it's crazy
Crazy.
because I thought I had a pretty long career, but a lot of people that started like around the same time, like Mason and Jones and Bamberg and all those guys, Javier. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of guys that are still going.
Yeah, for sure, man. They've been smart about things and luckily maintain health. I think that's a lot of it. Just staying healthy and not making stupid decisions and breaking yourself off too bad.
Yeah. Although Javier has broke himself off pretty good.
Yeah, but he's like the Peruvian Tasmanian devil or whatever.
Yeah,
He's tough, dude. He's
Yeah.
built like a little brick house
Yeah,
and has mental drive like no other, man.
exactly.
And he should have a lot more credit in this than I think he gets, even though he does pretty well now, you know.
Well, like, what doesn't he needs a body burial, and like a double flip or something. But other than that, he does everything everybody does.
True, and with good style too. You know, good timing, good style. He's a solid rider all around.
Yeah, and you know what you're gonna get with him. Always his best. I've never seen him half-ass anything. I've told this a bunch of times too, but I remember asking, we were at some little ass show, and I'm like, hey, why are you throwing down so hard? And he's like, because it's somebody's first time seeing me, and I want them to see me at my best. And I'm like, you're a better man than I am. Because these 1,500 people...
He's a better man than all of us, dude.
These 1,500
like
people
falling asleep out there.
are going to get a heel clacker and a lazy boy.
Who are we talking about?
Oh,
Guilty.
yeah.
Guilty, dude. Those people are screaming their heads off. I'm like snoring out there. But, yeah, man, I feel you.
I like when people go, you getting amped for the show? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Clint's never getting amped. Stop talking to me.
I'm trying to rest.
I'm amped. I'm kind of amped.
Hey, Mister, is this your dirt bike? I don't know. What's it look like?
Is this a two-stroke or a four-stroke? The infamous question nowadays. I'm going to write a questionnaire answer sheet to put on my bike. Am I that sweaty, dude?
No, you just need to put a FAQ on there. Frequently asked
Get off
questions list. Lick his back. There you go.
Do you guys see this right now? This
Yeah.
dog licking my back. Get out of here.
He loves you.
Damn, dude. Apparently. Trying to butter me up.
My dog hasn't visited me all podcast. Little bastard.
Holy shit. So, yeah. Well.
Yeah, well, what?
I forgot what I was going to say, dude. Had too many beers. You caught me on. Dude, it's Tuesday, and I'm in Arizona. What food item rhymes with Tuesday? Tacos, dude. It's Taco Tuesday.
Taco does not
usually
rhyme
I'm already
with Tuesday.
Usually I'm at the local, the Mexican bar eating tacos. And
They just start
it's like
with
the one day a
T's.
week I send it.
They just start with, so do we, we e-drink together
Our
every Tuesday.
podcast.
I have to drink every Tuesday, Vince, for this podcast.
Yep.
I hate doing it.
Well,
But I
He
gotta.
hates it. It's the labor of love.
Listen, I do
Gotta
this
make
for the fans.
right?
Have you been looking at Facebook, Nick? Have we got people yelling at us?
What's that?
Dude, when you said fans, I realized I haven't looked at the Facebook once.
Good job, bro. There's 4 people watching.
It's probably my mom. My mom's on here watching, listening to me be vulgar. It's all good. She still loves me.
It's only our families that watch us talk and swear and drink.
Right? Pretty sure my grandma's on there now, too. That'll go over well when I see her next. Vince, did you get my tattoos on your chest?
I saw the internet news you did. That was interesting.
That was interesting.
Yeah,
Still drinking.
Mark's trying to pretend like it's not his boy in the comments. The tranny guy.
No, that's not him.
Don't make me pull the picture up of you guys hanging out, Moto Pimps.
Right. Headlock.
Oh shit. What shows you got coming up?
Well, let's see. Next up, I go to Texas, kind of in Dan's little neck of the woods there. Usually give him that one, but I have to do it this year. You know, save face, I guess, with the people. I haven't been out there in a couple years. And then bunch of stuff in California, like fairs and things like that. And then I go to Canada this summer, Montana, Wyoming, Utah, just like pretty much the usual stuff. You know, bike rallies and big rodeos and big fairs.
Nice. Sounds good. What do you think about fluoridated water and?
Oh, we're gonna go off on that tangent, huh?
We always
UFO
do.
conspiracies.
We like to,
Usually
yeah.
we hit it way.
You guys don't even want to get me started on that.
We,
Like,
damn it!
No,
we should have done this
I don't
sooner
want to hear
then.
it all.
We like to get everybody.
Okay.
We like to poll everybody on what they think about the conspiracies and stuff.
Yeah.
Perfect, dude. Well, let me take a piss for like 10 seconds and I'll be right back.
You're not gonna take a 2-minute piss like Nick.
In 2 minutes, he's gone for 15, dude.
We did a bedtime countdown.
You definitely rang it off more than twice, dude. I should have worn my shirt, I guess.
I thought it was Pete the whole time.
Got him all fired up, not wearing my shirt. Shit.
Hey, he could have done it. His name is Turbo Nuts.
I remember that. Still to this day, I'll have to look on Instagram shit. All right, I'll be right back.
I didn't realize we weren't best buds on Instagram.
You just friended me?
Yeah.
Well, I can talk still while I'm on my headphones.
Oh, shit. Weird. He took us to the bathroom with him.
Right?
So we need to compile a list.
Like, okay,
status. What are your thoughts on like chemtrails, the moon landing, fluoride?
How about, what do you think about urination cam shows?
Well, I'm starting to realize like I didn't have any problem, like no stage fright, so this might be my thing too. I know what I'm doing after I'm done riding.
He's gonna get cam show.
Cam shows, only audio. You hear that? You guys hear that shit?
Dude, I guarantee there's a market for that.
I'm pretty sure there's a market for everything, dude. From what I'm
for
realizing
sure.
Nowadays,
We'll sell it.
it's fucking weird out there.
For sure. I sent there was this meme where it was 2 women standing there from like a BMW, and the one's holding a leash, and there's a dude with like just shorts on or underwear on, like on all fours. And I sent it to somebody, and I was like, this seems like something you would do. And they were like, I forgot where I was going with that. They were like, yeah, can I? And I said, yeah, not to me. Oh, that's what it was. I was like, yeah, not to me. I was like, shit, I bet you could find somebody to pay you to do that. You know, that wants to be put in a leash.
And they got a new job.
Yeah, hopefully. I hope it works out for him.
Stole your idea.
I gave it to him.
I'm gonna get Clint up for business ideas.
That's right. That's right. What are you looking to do? Do you have a problem with urination?
Have the couch, like your couch in the background, like that notorious couch that they post pictures of the chicks
exactly.
on. Oh, I'm in trouble.
The casting couch.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, remind me to tell you a story about that I can't mention on this podcast.
You just did.
No, it wasn't me involved. Just
you already put it out there, and it's just too much variables. So it's like worse because now everybody.
A buddy of mine actually like had a girlfriend that he was like getting ready to like literally like move in with and shit, and
she showed up on one of
finding
those.
her on casting couch. Yep. Yeah, it happened, dude. Like true story.
Damn. Her too. Hashtag her too.
So that was her only stint into the business?
I guess, dude, from what I've seen or heard, I mean, yeah, she pretty much like ghosted everyone after that. I guess it was kind of an embarrassing moment, but yeah.
That's a make or break, right? It's either all in or you're all out.
All in or all out. Well, according to the videos, all in.
Well, all in, but then she got stage. Yeah, but then she got stage fright.
God, I hope my mom's not watching this shit right now.
Don't worry, it's only on Facebook.
When your parents, when the parents and grandparents now this new revolution of them finding out that, oh my God, all this technology exists. I'm going to get a Facebook. I'm going to have my,
That's right.
my
I want to
son
keep
or
in.
my neighbor.
I want to keep in track with everyone, in touch with everyone.
Right? Welcome to being in touch with me.
And we need to put. I need to put age restrictions on this. No one over 65.
Shit, in that case, I don't even my parents could be on here now. Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, you make it like 50.
50. No, see, Nick's parents are too young. We're gonna be shutting off a large clientele there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the 50-year-olds, they're not spending any money. Only people spending money are like 12-year-olds on their parents' like phone accounts. And then like
Right, buying games.
people in their 30s. Yeah.
It doesn't
Like
matter. We need the views.
20-somethings, they don't spend money on shit besides booze.
That's fine, but we just need their eyes to see it and it to be registered.
But they're not buying emotocons.
Yeah, no shit. No one is.
I bought it like 2 weeks ago.
See?
That was must
I
have
sent
been the
people
one
that
I
shit.
got.
They're like, where did you get it? I'm like, check it out. It's emoticons.
But you're in your 30s, so it's different.
Dude, I'm gonna go check my. I'm gonna go check my analytics on my app.
See if it went up, dude. Because
Like,
literally, people have been like, dude, where did that come from? I'm like, you just buy it on the
Sweet.
store.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like it.
I didn't for the longest time because I had a freaking Android, but now I've got an iPhone. I freaking drink the
Oh, you
Kool-Aid.
stepped it up.
Oh, you went all in.
Join the conspiracy theorists.
He's like
He
that
took
girl.
the fluoride.
He's like that girl on the couch, all in.
Yep, all in. This is bad.
All right,
Just
so
take your shirt off. Already done.
Yeah,
all right,
Vince is
so
not wearing a shirt because before we went live, Clint's like, hey, why don't you pop that shirt off, Vince?
You're gonna get more followers.
We need more action on them.
Actually, dude, it's hot as shit in this room. That's why.
I actually
It's
did a
hot.
bunch
Yeah, I
of.
just took a shower.
I actually did a bunch of push-ups before the show because I was gonna take mine off, and then I saw you were much bigger, so I just aborted the plan.
Tan.
So
I'm kidding, dude.
yeah.
That's because I literally just spent an entire month outside building a new landing for an entire month, like no joke, without much clothes on because it's so fucking hot.
Oh, I know. I built the landing, and it was at least a month of just solid welding.
Yeah, dude, it was brutal.
Yeah. So what? You didn't get into it. Fluoride. What's your
Fluoride.
What's your favorite one? Chemtrails. Flat Earth.
Oh god, dude, this flat Earth, are they fucking kidding me? Like we have satellites that your goddamn phone works off of, and your fucking Earth's flat. Like, what would it do, dude? Like circle in a fucking 3-foot, diameter
That's
circle.
right.
It wouldn't need to transmit anywhere, straight up. That's it. Yeah, I don't quite get the.
I
flat
saw a
Earth shit.
meme that had like the solar system, and every planet was round, and then it just had Earth as like a flat sheet of paper.
I saw that.
Yeah, just us. Or flat.
Yeah.
Dude, navigation wouldn't work, a compass wouldn't work, like nothing would work, dude. The stars move in the direction they move for a reason.
It's all a simulation, dude.
Dude, because our piece of paper is just fluttering through the atmosphere.
Yeah,
I think
spinning and shit, and we're not falling off of it either.
I think I sent Clint one where like the moon is a disc. It's not a sphere. I'm trying to find
Yeah,
it.
if you get up high enough in an airplane, dude, you can almost see the curvature of the Earth. Like, it's right there in front of your face. I don't get it.
So next, because you obviously believe the Earth is flat, so what's the next one?
So, well, for the record, the Earth is not flat. The next one. Let's
Vince
see.
says the Earth is
flat. What about fucking aliens? How about that one?
I like aliens, dude. Rich Kearns was telling us he saw aliens in Temecula for sure.
That's right.
Really?
UFOs.
During
Him and
the
his
day.
chick.
Like walking around?
No, like orbited, like a couple of the things flying
Spaceships.
around.
Spaceships. He said they sat there
Yeah,
watching
so-
for like 10, 20 minutes, just fly around in crazy patterns. Do you think it's the Army's got some crazy?
Nah, I don't think so, man. I think, well, it could be. I think that they had something like crash and got a hold of it, took the technology, and have been utilizing that the past, 60 years. Because, I mean, if you look, if you look at the rise of all the technology and shit that has happened since the late 40s till now, I mean, fuck, dude. Atomic bombs and all that shit, cell phones. I mean, it's fiber optics, the touchscreen technology, all this stuff. I mean, we didn't just all of a sudden pull that rise in technology.
So you believe Giorgio Tuscalose or whatever that aliens came down and gave us?
That shit crazy. Because aliens.
Yeah, ancient astronaut theorists always say yes.
I was in when I was in high school. We were out shooting some rabbits at night, like Hicks do in the middle of nowhere, because I grew up in the middle of nowhere. So we're out shooting rabbits one night with these chicks, and we stopped the truck to flash the spotlight, and it's super bright out. The moon's out. So I'm like, dude, what is that fucking star right there? Like, looks really big. And we're looking at it for a couple minutes, and all of a sudden it fucking just shoots across the sky and stops. I mean, it covered a quarter mile in like a quarter second. And then, boom, it just shoots out of the atmosphere. Like, completely gone. We fucking hauled ass back into town, and it was creepy, man. That's, when I saw that, I was kind of like, okay, there's something fucking weird out there. I don't know what, but...
So do you think it was one of our things, or an alien thing?
If you put a human inside something like that and went that fast and then dead stop, in gravity, it'd fucking disintegrate your body. So whatever technology was inside of that, running that thing, it's not us, dude. At least not what they're showing us. So who knows, man?
You don't think that there was a pilot in there just going...
Holding on for dear life. I just went, Mach 10 to 0, dead stop, and I'm golden. Impossible.
Yeah, he got a concussion.
What if there was a guy in it and they were testing on him and they did it, he exploded inside it, and then they just droned it out of there and like,
he's dead, fuck it, send it in the atmosphere.
Get it out of here. We can't have that evidence.
Yeah, man, I don't know. What is this message thing? That's a sweet flat Earth picture you just posted.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Clint's supposed to. There you go.
It's up.
That's
been up.
That's proof right there.
Who's this dude? Fucking Kid and Play or something from the 90s?
I hashtag flat Earth and that came up and that seemed like science.
Right. That's about the right science of it for sure.
Let's see what else we got here.
Dude, my hair looks like that Giorgio dude.
Tuscalose.
Dude, Vince is fucking going off the deep end.
Just go aliens.
If you guys want to see a little deep end conspiracy stuff, go hit up Metzger's Instagram and read some of the stuff he's been posting lately.
Freaked out the past couple days.
Did you watch it?
Dude, really? I haven't seen any of the new stuff. I just saw you posted something about
the chemtrail stuff.
Oh boy,
it was interesting.
The chemtrail flu.
I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Yeah, it was like going nuts. Oh, Pizzagate! You heard of Pizzagate?
Oh God, no.
You never heard of Pizzagate?
What's Pizzagate?
That's the pedophile stuff with Hillary Clinton and the fucking the all the weirdos in DC.
Oh, I'm shocked.
That one's interesting. That's a weird one.
Democrats? Are you guys Democrats?
No. Despite being from New Jersey, no, they're not Democrats.
I'm from New Jersey, all right, of course.
Do you use the women's bathroom sometimes? Because you identify.
Depends on how I feel.
I do, because people are in the guy's bathroom.
Yeah. Sometimes when the guy's bathroom is full, I identify as a woman.
Do you ever capitalize in there, dude? When you
I take all the tampons.
company, you're a venture capitalist. They come in handy, dude, for knife wounds or bloody noses and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Just take that bastard in there.
Yep.
Golden.
I'm like, why do the girls get freebies and we don't? Screw this. Taking these.
Just curious, like, what kind of freebies would we get if there was men's freebies in the bathroom?
Beer?
Shit.
They can put beers in there.
No, they should
Have a beer, just like the little 6-ounces at least.
Like a Busch Light. That can't cost more than like 50 cents.
A what?
You guys even have Busch Light out west?
What is it called?
Busch Light?
Oh, Busch Lights. I thought you said
Yeah.
Fleshlight. I'm all, what are we talking about?
Well, that's a totally different thing. That would cost way more than 50 cents.
Better turn up my volume. Get one of these.
Nick drinks beer out of his flashlight.
These shots out of that thing, beer bombs.
He's always like trying to get the last drop.
Oh my god, dude. Brutal. Whoa. Tastes a little rubbery, but it's golden. And it's clean now.
Sometimes you gotta lick the last drops off the end. You gotta flick your tongue to get the last little bit out.
That is foul.
Oh, gross, dude.
That's not gay
Well,
though.
that ruined the rest of the beers for me for the night.
It's his own flashlight, so it's fine. It's his own fifi.
Dude, what happens if my battery dies? It's like,
Show's over.
He's about to fake his battery dying. Vince, I've
No,
already
for real.
tried this one.
Can you
Clint's on
screenshot?
it.
Can you screenshot?
We did do an hour and a half already, so.
Uh-oh. You can't screenshot it.
You can screenshot it. Don't be such a quitter.
Hopefully I don't,
There it is.
Yeah, look up Pizzagate. It's fucking bizarre.
I have actually heard that. I didn't realize that that's what it was called or why it was called that.
You never looked up Pizzagate?
No. You got rid of it. I was gonna put a thing on my Instagram showing that we were talking about Pizzagate.
Oh, they'll get us some hits or shut down. It involves Hillary, so if it involves Hillary, that means people kill themselves shortly after you talk about it.
Important stuff on the podcast tonight. Pizzagate.
We all are going to commit suicide by triple gunshots to the head
by choking on pizza.
because it involves Hillary, so it's like everybody commits.
Yeah, my truck. Good job. We all got new trucks. They're gonna take them over, take over the computers and run us into stuff.
Shit. Oops.
Yeah,
I don't know what this is.
they're gonna.
Are you still posting?
Look at his right hand.
What's that?
Look at his right hand. He's nuts.
Oh, jeez.
Pizza.
Um,
Holy shit.
You're gonna want to set aside a couple hours if you're gonna start Pizzagate it.
Right?
I've been
Open a
trying.
can of worms on this shit.
It's been a while, but I tried to get Metzger to come on.
Really? Dude, you got to get him on here.
Yeah. I mean, we can go into the.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, the world wants to know.
Yeah. Give us your... No, dude. You better just jump right in to the conspiracy theory stuff. First, be like, oh, yeah, the first flip. Did you practice that? The first, 45 and 85-foot dirt hit. Did you practice that? Okay, so anyways, about the conspiracy shit.
This is probably the most we've talked dirt bikes on any one podcast.
I would.
On this one?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
We've
Fuck,
talked a
probably
lot
right
about
east out
that.
everyone too.
Well, what's his name?
Motherfucker?
Robert Haslam. We talked a lot.
Oh yeah, that was like all dirt bikes.
Well, because it was snow bike thing, so we.
Well,
had a
snow
lot of
bikes and
questions.
Oh, yeah.
a lot of kombucha. It was hippie talk, but
Oh yeah, the kombucha thing. He's sponsored by or whatever.
Yeah. I had some kombucha earlier.
I can't drink that shit.
Why? Makes you poop.
I can't drink that stuff, dude. That apple cider vinegar tasting shit.
Nah, kombucha's good. It's not apple cider vinegary.
Bullshit, dude. Tastes like ass. I can't do it. For real, I can't drink it, man.
Do you just
It's content.
What?
Do you just drink?
It's content.
He's used to that ass.
Ass.
Do you just eat like meat and potatoes, like steak and potatoes or something, or do you eat a bunch of different things?
Mostly rice, man, and salmon. I eat a shit ton of salmon.
But are you like the type of person that only like I know people like Ed Rossi has eaten
Thanks.
hamburgers around the world because he doesn't like anything but like steak or beef.
Ed eats hamburgers. That's it.
For the most part.
Sold up well. Yeah, I think my most recent like addiction of food is poke. So it's like raw tuna, raw salmon on top of rice with like a sauce, like seaweed salad, and basically everything you could get inside or with sushi. But it's all raw, it's super healthy. I eat a ton of that. It's super good. And like lean meat, chicken, salmon, and rice. Man, that's about it. Just to compensate for my beer habit.
But you don't you're not like super picky. You'll eat other stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then there's other things too, like experimenting with SARMs. It's basically like receptor modulator stuff that's almost acts like performance enhancing drugs, but it's legal. It's just oral stuff you take. There's that. There's peptides. There's all kinds of things, man, nowadays that they're coming out with that help with performance. Yeah. SARMs is selective androgenic receptor modulator. Look that up. That's a whole can of worms of shit that you can take that definitely helps, especially getting older, dude, and working out and trying to hold together everything gets harder every year. That stuff helps for sure.
Will these SARMs give me muscles?
Yes, they will. But you have to work out and shit too. Everyone just thinks I can take all this stuff.
That.
Go to the gym for 20 minutes. It's not how it works.
Yeah, that's like steroids, People are like, he did steroids. Well, yeah, but he still had to work out.
Dude, yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever you do, if you're not in the gym, it ain't gonna do shit except for fuck you up,
So is it a testosterone booster?
Convince myself I'm strong enough.
It's so you have like receptors in your body that say like a testosterone molecule would attach to, and it would trigger chemicals to be released that repair muscle tissue. So you tear muscle tissue down when you work out, and then you rebuild it. Well, this kind of tricks it. Instead of actually being the compound, it acts like the compound and attaches and tricks your body into doing the same shit without any side effects. So I still got my hair.
What are you saying?
So quiet. Tell us about your bodybuilding stint and your dabbling in steroids. No, not at all, dude. Not at all.
I can tell you my balls are tiny.
Tell us about your shrinkage.
People are always like, you do freestyle, you must have huge balls. I was like, no, I did steroids. They're extra small.
They're not even there anymore, actually.
I'm like, listen, my nuts have shrunk down so badly I can use the woman's bathroom.
I now identify as a woman.
Yeah, they can't even judge you.
Huh. I'm a eunuch.
I'm looking up SARMs, but it just came up with a bunch of
I found them.
testosterone boosters.
It says that the World Anti-Doping Agency has put them on their list of banned substances.
I want it.
That must mean it's good.
That's right. Anything that's Dino for you to take in competition. I want.
Did Vince?
I think he finally.
Did he go dead on us?
I think he finally died. I
He sarms out. He sarms out on us.
Dude, he's so SARMs. He's like fucking just they're ripped from SARMs.
I should have popped my shirt off just so people could see what a collarbone looks like.
See what a real athlete looks like.
Pro. Some would say pro athlete.
You want to see? I got a good one.
Put that thing away from us. Nobody wants to see your pale, mutated collarbone.
Everybody on audio is like, what? So I got a 3rd degree separation, so my collarbone sticks up out of my shoulder like an 1.5 inches or something.
Like a hunchback, which he's afraid to be, but he has mutated into due to his severe steroid use.
That's right. My mushroom steroids.
Look at my white arms.
I know. We're both really white.
I almost got sunburned today. The sun was out one time.
I went and hiked for like seriously 2 hours a couple of weeks ago. I had a tank top on. We had one day that was 80 degrees, and then it dropped back down to like the 40s and 50s for the following 2 weeks. But I went outside, we hiked, and I had a tank top on, and my neck and like shoulders and stuff were all burnt.
It feels so good though.
Yeah, that's why I got burnt.
Dude, I took Ike to the park today for like a half hour at lunch. And like people bring their kids to the park and it was like warm and the sun was out and they're just like lathering their kids up with like sunscreen. I'm like, it's the fucking park.
Yeah.
And then, you know you're not going to be there for more than an hour or two. I don't know why everybody freaks out. Like every time kids leave the house, you gotta put them in like a sun shirt and a hat and you gotta grease them up with sunscreen.
That's
No
right.
way we get burnt.
You do. You need to slather them up.
Is Vince? No, fuck that.
I think his shit went dead, so.
He was prepping us. He's like, hey, what if it goes dead? And we're like, doesn't matter. He's like, all right, cool. Boom. Shut down. All right, I'm going to order all these SARMs. And then probably by next Tuesday, I'll be jacked to shit.
Jacked as shit. I can't wait.
That or I'll be emotional.
Your breasts will be sensitive.
I'm lactating. I don't know what happened.
I think you got the wrong pills. Alright. Well, I guess.
Clint's texting so that the podcast is over.
I'm not texting.
He's texting me.
I'm texting Nick. This is over. This is it. It's over.
Why so soon? Beep, boop, boop, boop. Alright.
Alrighty. Alright, everybody. I actually had Vince last week, and then I forgot to post about it. So, maybe I'll figure who next week is soon.
We gotta get Dino or Dan on, or we gotta do Scranny again too.
Yeah. There's a lot of people we need to revisit.
Yeah, for sure.
So now that we got our shit worked out a little better, maybe we'll get Nate.
Yeah.
Because we were still on Skype, I think, then, and it ended up locking up on us.
Bill Gates was fucking all that up.
That's right. I paid that damn $10 to Skype so that I could do conference calls. Just recently, they're like, guess what? Your money's going to become no good anymore unless you use it or activate it or something. And I'm like...
And we're like, you know what? Google bought my soul for free. I'll sign up with them.
Yeah, I lost I paid $9 or $10 in. I lost $9.89 because we used 20 cents of it.
Fuck Microsoft.
right.
All right.
All right, everybody, be good to your neighbors and stuff like that.
That was a positive message.
I'm just trying to be positive, man. Stop being a lazy bitch and work out. How about that?
You know, when I started CrossFit, when I was doing it, the one time I was fit in my life was when we were doing that one show and I was trying to flip something and you looked at me and you gave me a look. Like, it wasn't like you were busting my balls look. You actually looked disappointed. And I was like,
What were you trying to flip?
not like flip a piece of the ramp or something. And you're like, seriously, dude, get that up there. And I'm like, I struggled. You like, it wasn't even like to make me feel like shit, but it made me feel like shit. And then I hit the gym for like a year after that. That was the best shape I've ever been in.
I'm glad I inspired you.
Yeah, now nobody inspires me at
Nick,
all.
you're weak and worthless.
No. You have to give me that genuine look of like, can he not pick that up? Nah,
No,
I
that
can't
was the
even.
look.
I don't know. It was just like, seriously, like flip that tire or something. I don't know, but it worked.
All right, we're signing off. Later, people. See you. We won't see you. You may see us, or you may just
You'll
hear
see
us.
us Tuesday.
Tuesday.